Hey everybody, thanks for watching the VSO Gun Channel. Out here on the range today to do a little bit of pistol practice. I just got my shipment of prime 9mm in, and I'm here to brush up on my handgun skills here today. But my bag of goodies has what this video is actually about, which is a new EDC product that I've become aware of that I've been trying out here for a couple weeks, and it's actually a very well put together EDC belt. This is the Trakline belt from Core Essentials, and it's a little bit different than a lot of the belts that I've used in the past as far as EDC belts and riggers belts and things like that. We're gonna hop into this thing right now on the VSO Gun Channel. So what's different about the Trakline? Let's get this bag out of here. And quick note guys, some of you guys have been asking in recent weeks what that screeching noise is. For those of you who don't know, this is cicada year here in Ohio. Sorry about the noise, but you'll forget about it about halfway through the video anyway. So, what's different about the Core Essentials Trakline? Especially for me, I'm a nylon belt kind of guy. I like a nice rigid nylon belt with an insert in it to carry my equipment. However, this is a really cool belt because it's a leather belt with a polymer insert in it. And what that allows us to do is get some rigidity in the belt as compared to a traditional leather belt. If you guys have been following me for any amount of time, you'll hear me say that I do not like the Walmart style belt that you can buy. And you can tell if a belt is a good buy or not if you can press the belt and flex it. This one has absolutely no flex because it has an insert inside the two pieces of stitched leather. So that polymer insert also makes up the hallmark feature of the Trakline belt, which is this ratcheting system here. So that polymer insert runs through the length of the belt and then presses through at the terminus of the belt to form this ratchet system that then interfaces with the buckle. Works kind of like this. You insert the end of the belt into the buckle, and you can hear she starts to ratchet down. I can yank on this thing all I like, and that thing's locked in there pretty solid. To release, very, very simple. There's a release button here on the bottom. Simply push it, and that comes right out. It's really important for our practical test that we're going to get to here in a minute. But on another note, what's really important about this to me is I struggle with my load-bearing gear, with my equipment, because if you guys are followers of any of the social media accounts that I operate, you'll know that I'm kind of like the amateur bodybuilder kind of guy. I don't compete or anything like that. I think it's kind of silly. No knock to any bodybuilders out there or anything. Everybody has their vice. But my weight, body type, and wardrobe fluctuates considerably throughout the year. And what I mean by that is, like a year ago, I wore a medium shirt. Right now I'm wearing an XL, and same thing with my pants. I have everything from size 30-inch waist all the way up to size 36. And depending on what kind of cycle I'm in, whether it's a cutting or bulking season, I have issues with my equipment. This offers quite a bit of adjustment throughout its length to accommodate that sort of thing, at least in my mind. So if you're one of those kind of guys that has a lot of fluctuation throughout the year, or if you're just fat like me, then this is the kind of belt that'll work really well for you. To that end, the belts come long, and then you cut them to size. You can see here on the inside seam of the belt, we have different markings for different lengths here. It's marked out to 54. So you simply take it, cut it off with a sharp knife or a pair of scissors, and then fasten the belt buckle back on. You can see here that we have a lever system with some pretty sharp teeth in there. Simply index the belt, close the latch, and those teeth dig right into the cowhide. Speaking of the buckle, we have a couple different styles. This is the open one. There is a closed one as well if you're looking for kind of like a business professional look for your belt. Two different colors as standard with most leather products. We have a black and brown. So one of the reasons I find this belt intriguing is a lot of times with a rigger's belt or a nylon belt, like say perhaps this SOE that we got here, is you can see that this belt is super rigid. I mean, like it's got a plastic insert in there and it's double stitched. This is a really, really hardcore belt, and it made it through tactical response fighting pistol, advanced fighting pistol just fine. This belt, by contrast, is branded as a light duty belt. I think it'll handle more than light duty, personally speaking, but you can see that the profile of the belt is much, much thinner. See if I can generate a little bit of air there so you guys can see that. But by comparison, this belt is rather bulky. Even though this is a lower profile EDC belt, it's not as wide as a traditional piece of webbing. This is the same width as the Trakline. However, this belt is much thicker and prints a lot more when you've got a gun stuffed in your waistline. So this lends itself to a higher level of concealability for your day-to-day. Now, would I be going out and hanging, 10 magazines off this thing like a battle belt system, or, having a lot of extra rigging and equipment on it? No, that's not what this is designed for. This is more of an EDC style belt where you're carrying a gun, maybe extra magazine, a few other odds and ends. I think that this thing, as far as my experience, is just fine for that sort of application. This kind of belt, a little bit more overkill, but there's a lot of utility here as well. So now that we've gone over the features of the belt, I'm actually going to get back in my bag of goodies here, and we're going to move to the practical portion of this video. What I'm going to do is I've got a couple different guns here and different holsters, different setups as far as, where they should be carried. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to cycle through all of these guns in their various carrying positions with the Trakline belt and show how easy it is to adjust this thing for your carry position and for your firearm specifically. Alright guys and gals, I'm going to try and do this all in one take, and I was kind enough to put on an undershirt so that y'all don't have to look at my belly meat while we do this. So, without further messing around, Ear Pro on the head the right way, and we're going to start off with Smith & Wesson Shield. Stop! So we're going to go ahead, pull the Alienware holster out, release the Trakline, find my my belt loop here. Yep. Go ahead and move to the Glock 17. It's Glock 19, excuse me. There we go. Remember, it's an outside the waistband holster. We are cinched up nice and tight. Right like that. Stop! Okay, we're going to lose this holster. Again, hit the release on the Trakline, grab the belt, pull the holster off, drop it. Now we're going to go all the way to the 430 position. Right back here. My pants will cooperate. Find my loop here. Okay, and now in and concealed. Stop! Okay, now we're going to adjust for reload. So we do have the ability to widen this thing out if we need to. And just to show you how much adjustment is actually available in the Trakline belt system from Core Essentials, I've gone ahead and strapped all 3 of those firearms on my person in their respective holsters, and I even have a reloaded on here for my Canic. As you can see, I have a little bit of extra adjustment here. What I did when I sized this belt, I actually ran it all the way in and cut it to my waistline without anything on my belt. And you can see, even with all this extra gear on my person, got plenty of extra adjustment. So what we're gonna go ahead and do, close this video out right, run through all these guns. Sorry about that, some idiot forgot to reset the poppers. Oh, I'm the only one here. Stop! Stop! Alright, that was a ton of fun. Thank you guys for watching the VSO Gun Channel. Thank you guys for checking out the Trakline belt system from Core Essentials with us here today. If you guys are interested in any more information on the Trakline belt from Core Essentials or any of the other products that were featured here on the video here today, links are in the description, as well as any relevant discount codes for any of those products. Again, thank you guys for watching the VSO Gun Channel. Thanks for joining us here today. We'll catch you guys in the next video. And back to summer carry.